Hello guys, good evening and welcome back. Alright, so in this video I want to show us how to draft a perfect long sleeve for your client. Now before you start drafting your long sleeve, I believe you must have known how to measure or take appropriate measurement of your client. So now my client measurement I have here is a sleeve length of 25 for the long sleeve, right? Now, before you get to this stage, you have to also make sure you fold the fabric from the back. You turn it over the other way around and fold. So this is cashmere 8 star, right? So you have to be careful when you are drafting. Now, the reason I am making this video for us to learn is for us to be able to draft a perfect long sleeve. Then you must have also ironed out the whole fabric properly and then fold as shown. Now this folding is not just done by guessing or by anyhow or chance. Now the guide to get it folding is to look at the person's bicep measurement for the muscle area. So the bicep I have here is a bicep of that's the round sleeve 13 and a half. That's roughly 14. Then you have to fold this to cover. You have to divide the round sleeve of the biceps by 2 plus extra 4 inches. Now why are we adding 4? The 4 inches we are adding is to enable the sleeve cover the 2 inches allowance on the front panel and also the 2 allowance on the back panel as well. So making it to be 4, right? Because your normal round sleeve over 2 is equals your chest measurement over 4, right? So for you to have that excess, for you to have the round sleeve, get to the chest extra, you have to add extra 2 inches for front and 2 for back, making it to be 4, right? So now the round sleeve is 14 approximately. Then fold this way. Now 14 divided by 2 is 7. Then plus 4 is 11. That means your folding must cover 11 inches width. This is applicable for all persons, right? So the 11 is exactly what I folded, 11, right? So we have gotten our folding correctly, because if you don't get this folding correctly, you have started having issues even before you finish your drafting, and it will make the sleeve not to be able to enter the outfit of your client that you are going to make. So on that juncture, then you have to also make sure you mark out your baseline, mark out a baseline to make sure that the edges here are straight enough. Mark it out this way. Now the round sleeve we have is 25. So you have to minus or deduct 2.5 or 3 inches depending. I'm using 2.5 for my client from 25, right? So you're going to have what? 22.5 as the balance of the sleeve, 22.5. Remember, the sleeve length is 25, so you have to minus or deduct 2.5 for the cuff measurement. Now the cuff will be cut later on and be joined on the sleeve. So I have it to be 22 and a half left. So the next thing you will do here is to add extra 1 inch to this. Now why the 1 inch? The 1 inch is coming to substitute the joining allowances. Now remember that you are going to join this to the cuff by half an inch, also join the shoulder to the sleeve to the outfit by half an inch as well. It becomes 23 and a half. So you place your tape here and mark 23 and a half. After you must have done this, now the next thing to do is to have it properly marked out this way. You mark it out this way, right? And then you have gotten your sleeve length. Now the next to do here is to apply the round sleeve of the fist. Now the fist round sleeve I have is 8. Is 8, right? The round sleeve I have is 8. That's 4. Now remember that you are going to pleat the sleeve by 1 inch. That's you add extra 1 to this, becomes what? 5. You mark 5 inches here. Then add 1 again for inseam allowance. That's 6 in total. It becomes this way, right? Then from there, the next thing to do is to come down by 4 inches for what they call the inseam or the inner seam. Then from here, you make your inverted S shape, right? I have thought about this in several videos I have made. So you can kindly go through to learn how to make this inverted shape, or what they call the inverted S shape, or the suit hand sleeve shape. So from here, you connect all through to this very point in this form. You can use your hip curve to connect the rest by placing your hip curve. With your hip curve, you can as well connect the sleeve measurement. From there, you can now connect it all through to this very point, right? Or you can see your freehand sketch and do the connection. So after which, you now cut in this form, gently cut in this form, cut all through to this very point, cut all through to this very point. So guys, so when you are enjoying the video, kindly give me a thumbs up, like, comment, share the video, and drop a comment and tell me how impactful this video is to you. So the next thing I am doing here now is to cut the curves. Now remember that I told us that the curves, I deducted 2.5 from the sleeve length, right? Now the 2.5 would be applicable on the collar gum. We are going to cut more than 2.5 for us to be able to fold the curve properly. So let me now cut the 2.5 from here. So let's do our curve measurement from this direction. I will fold into 2 this way. So I will make it to be 4 inches or 4.5. Let's do it to be 4 inches, right? Or 4.5. Now the width of the curve is gotten by adding extra 2 inches to whatever you have on your round sleeve. So that is 10. So I will mark it at 10 and then cut from that direction. I'll mark it at 10 and then cut from this direction, and make sure that this is how your curve will be gotten. So now the next thing you need to know is also the placket. Now the placket, they have several methods of placket application or placket drafting. So whichever one you want to use is very much acceptable, right? So I like using the single placket method that allows me to use it like a facing to slit the opening at the fist area. So I will cut the placket the measurement of 2 inches so that it doesn't get too big, right? So 2 inches is what I'm drafting the placket to be. So 2 inches that way, mark the line as shown, and then the length is 7 inches. So that is what we have. So from here, you cut it out this way. You also cut it out in this form. After which, you also cut out any excesses here that way. And we are done with the placket drafting. So here we have given you a clear video on how to draft a perfect sleeve for your outfit and how to deduct the sleeve, cuff, and every other measurement needed. Thanks guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.